Hello, my name is Dave Boyer, and I've been working with the SAWS organization for about 12 years. During those 12 years, I've made quite a few site surveys, and I would like to share with you at this time the way we do surveys here in Indianapolis, and hopefully that may help you as you're beginning to learn our SAWS process. First of all, prior to doing the survey, it is important to notify the client to make sure that they are present during the survey. And the main reason for that is to be able to explain to them how the ramp will be built, where it will be built, and also determine the size of the client in order to make sure that we make a ramp that is adequate for that particular person. There's three main purposes of surveys. The first is to meet the client and verify the need. The second is to measure and obtain a field drawing, followed by determining the ramp position and design with a sketch and print with measurements. And the last point of the survey, it's important to take at least 4 pictures from all angles and far away enough to get a clear perspective of the scope of the project. The first step is the field drawing, and that essentially is measuring and recording dimensions of the entire area where the ramp is going to be built. On a typical home, we begin by measuring the porch, the width and the depth of the porch, the front door width, and which way the front door swings. Following that, we generally do the steps, the width of the steps, the tread depth, as well as the height. It's also important to measure the house dimensions and also the lot lines on both sides of the home, because that is where we have the opportunity to know how much room we have for the ramp, whether it's on either side of the house or in the middle of the house. Sidewalks and other structures should also be in your blueprint. Generally, the starting point will be at the door of the home, whether it's the back door, the side door, or the front door. You take a line level or a laser beam and start and secure it at the starting point, which generally is the front door, and then go out to where you think that the ramp needs to end, and take your string and a line level and stretch it, and then make sure that the bubble is at the middle of the line level, and then measure the vertical distance down to the ground. It's extremely important to make sure that bubble is exactly in the center of the line level, because if it's off just a little bit, it can make a difference in the ramp length by 4 to 5 feet sometimes, especially when you're measuring at a long distance, 30 or more feet. One of the last things that you need to do during the site survey is to speak with the client and explain to them where you're proposing the ramp to be, the starting point and the ending point, and make sure that they're in agreement with that. Most generally, clients want to be able to get to a sidewalk or to a driveway where they're able to enter a vehicle.